Imagine this. It's the early 1900s. Women have families. They're raising kids. They're building homes. They're not on antidepressants. They're not stuck in cubicles. Life's not perfect. But most women? They're happy. But then, big companies saw a problem. Half the population wasn't working for them. Half the population wasn't paying income tax. And they realized we're missing half the labor force. They needed more workers, more consumers, more taxpayers. But they couldn't just say, hey, come work for us so we can pay everyone less. No, they had to sell it as freedom. They created a story, a new message. They told women, you're not a wife, you're not a mother, you're trapped, you're oppressed, you need a career, you need independence, you need to break free. Back then, a lot of women didn't want this so-called freedom. Women protested against it. They stood outside Parliament, they marched in the streets, and they said, we don't want politics. We don't want to become men. We want to protect the family. We want to protect the home. And suddenly, magazines, movies, TV shows all started preaching the same story. But here's what nobody asks. Who paid for that message? Did you know? Gloria Steinem, one of the biggest feminist voices and was funded by the CIA. Yep, Ms. Magazine, bankrolled by the government. Why? Not because they cared about women's rights, but because a woman at home raises her kids, builds her family. A woman at work pays taxes, pays for daycare, pays for therapy, pays for convenience food. She becomes another consumer, another employee, another part of the system. And what did women get? Higher rates of depression, more anxiety, less marriage, fewer kids. Since the 1970s, women's happiness has fallen every decade. That's not my opinion. That's Harvard's own study. The paradox of declining female happiness. But they don't tell women that. They just tell them, don't settle down. Freeze your eggs. Chase your dreams. But no one warns her that at 40, the career doesn't hug you at night, the office doesn't love you back, and the window to build a family closes. Feminism didn't liberate women. It recruited them into the corporate machine, into lifelong work, into debt, into taxes, and sold it as freedom. They sold women freedom. But freedom from what? From the very things that made them happy.